All right, let's dive into this Perfect Love, No Mind Starlight, Come Alive by Sonny Jetson.
Oh, Jetsun.
Have you read this one?
Oh, yeah.
It's a wild ride.
It is. He's got this way of making you question everything you thought you knew about love and spirituality, and then, bam, hits you with these hardcore political rants.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster through his mind. You think you're on this like romantic, ethereal trip, and suddenly you're in the middle of a protest march against corporate greed.
Exactly. And it's all wrapped up in this stream of consciousness style that just jumps from one intense image to the next.
Like, what was that line? Garden of Eden rather than Blade Runner as a vision? What the heck does that even mean?
It's Jetson in a nutshell. He throws these crazy juxtapositions at you, forcing you to think outside the box, to see the world in a completely new way.
And then he drops something like, destroying the opposition by outlying their class drugs. That's like, whoa, where did that come from?
I think that's part of what makes him so fascinating. He's not afraid to push boundaries, to get controversial, to make you uncomfortable.
Oh, he definitely makes you uncomfortable. But he also makes you think. Like that line, spinning as feral spirits in an electronic digital mist. It's so weird and surreal, but it also kind of speaks to this feeling of being lost in the digital age.
Right. Like we're all trapped in this virtual world, disconnected from our true selves and the natural world.
He's got a point there. I mean, think about how much time we spend staring at screens these days. It's like we're becoming cyborgs, half human, half machine.
And he's worried about what that's doing to our souls or humanity or connection to each other. He sees this technology as a double-edged sword. It has the potential to connect us, but it can also isolate us, alienate us from our own selves.
Yeah, that's deep. But let's be honest, some of his stuff is just plain out there. Like, what was that thing about the unwritten book and karma treading on quicksand?
Oh yeah, that's Jetson at his most cryptic. He's a master of weaving together these mystical, almost psychedelic images with his social commentary. It's like he's trying to wake us up from a collective dream.
And sometimes it feels like a nightmare,
hmm
especially when he gets into those political rants. He really doesn't hold back, does he?
Nope. He calls out corruption, hypocrisy, and abuse of power wherever he sees it. Whether it's greedy politicians or the military-industrial complex, he's not afraid to name names and point fingers.
Yeah, that whole thing about the MIC militarists profiting from death and destruction was pretty intense.
He's got this righteous anger that fuels his writing. It's like he can't stand by and watch the world burn without screaming about it.
But he's not just angry, he's also incredibly passionate, especially when he writes about love and women. It's like a different side of him emerges, this tender, romantic, almost worshipful voice.
He has this deep reverence for the feminine divine. He sees women as embodiments of beauty, creativity, and spiritual power.
Hmm.
And he celebrates that in a way that's both sensual and spiritual.
Yeah, you get lines like secret love of spices, the secret love of wild plants, secret love of bamboo, my secret love for exquisite you. It's like he's trying to capture the essence of feminine energy through these evocative images.
And then he drops something like sacred orgasms of union, which is definitely not something you find in your typical philosophy book.
Okay.
He's breaking down taboos, celebrating sexuality as a pathway to spiritual enlightenment.
He's definitely not your average writer. He's a poet, a rebel, a mystic, a lover, and a truth seeker, all rolled into one.
And he's not afraid to be all of those things at the same time, which I think is what makes him so unique and so captivating. He challenges us to embrace our own complexities, our own contradictions, our own messy and beautiful humanity.
So how do we even begin to unpack all of this?
Well, we've only just scratched the surface.
There's a lot more to uncover.
But I think the key is to approach Jesson's work with an open mind.
Yeah.
Don't expect easy answers or neat conclusions. Be prepared to be challenged, provoked, and maybe even a little bit shaken up.
Because that's what Jetson does best.
He shakes things up.
He makes you question everything. And in the process, he might just help you discover something new about yourself and the world around you. Okay, so we've talked about Jetson being all over the place, right? But is there a passage that just jumps out at you?
Oh, there are a few, yeah.
I mean, something that that really stuck with you.
Absolutely.
For me, it was these people here are still being fed the motion that blissful sex is sinful, vile, and dirty.
Ooh.
The dirty weekend, dirty pictures, dirty pleasures, dirty feelings, dirty people, dirty love, you and me.
Yeah.
Do you love my body more than my spirit?
I love that one.
Who wrote the propaganda on that one, Monsignor?
Oh,
Wow.
oh, It's powerful, right?
The way he just throws those words back in their face, dirty, vile, like reclaiming them.
He's taking back those words.
It's like, you're not going to shame me for experiencing pleasure.
Exactly.
Love is love, man.
And he's calling out, particularly organized religion. Right.
Like, who are you to decide what's pure and what's not?
Right. What's acceptable and what's not.
It's about control.
It is, isn't it?
It's that whole system.
Yeah.
Like dictating what we should think and feel.
I love that he just puts it out there.
He's fearless.
So raw, so unapologetic.
Yeah.
You can't ignore it. It's like a punch in the gut.
He's a warrior.
He is. He's fighting with words.
Absolutely.
There's another one that keeps coming back to me. It's like more abstract, but spinning as feral spirits in an electronic digital mist. The unwritten book.
Mm.
They went dolily, Mr. Imperialist Foreign Secretary. Where is your conscience? Your karma is treading on quicksand. It's like a dream.
It's like he's channeling something from another dimension.
Yeah.
It's so trippy. But there's this warning in there, right?
Definitely, yeah. He's pointing a finger at the powers that be.
He doesn't trust authority at all, does he?
No, especially those who abuse their power.
Mr. Imperialist Foreign Secretary, he calls them out.
Directly.
Yeah.
Holding them accountable.
Their lack of conscience.
Their actions, their lack of compassion.
I mean, he brings up karma.
Yeah.
Like what goes around comes around.
You can't escape the consequences.
It's like he sees this world on the edge of collapse.
Yeah.
And technology, he sees it as part of the problem.
That electronic mist.
Right.
Clouding our vision.
We're losing touch with what's real.
Absolutely.
And he talks about language.
Oh, yeah.
How it can be twisted,
It's a sophistry.
The truth is plain to see.
If you're willing to look.
We gotta think for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Watching everything.
Yes.
So, we've talked about, Jetson's critique of morality, authority, these warnings about technology, propaganda.
Right.
But we can't forget his love for women.
His reverence for the feminine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He sees them as these, powerful, mystical beings.
Embodiments of the divine feminine.
This line, Venus is a marvelous sign of this essentiality.
Beautiful, isn't it?
There's something deeper there.
It's beyond the physical.
He sees women as like a source of inspiration, creativity.
The spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's fighting against, those who try to suppress that power.
The patriarchal structures.
Right. You can feel that in his writing.
Definitely.
This fierce protectiveness.
Respect.
He's not objectifying them.
No.
He's celebrating their strength.
Their wisdom, their wildness.
And he's not shy about his desire.
No, he's not.
He sees sexuality as natural, even sacred.
Absolutely.
But it's never exploitative.
No, it's always respectful.
I mean, it's refreshing.
It is.
He challenges us to see women as complex beings.
In their entirety.
Flesh and spirit.
Yeah.
Capable of great love and great power.
Absolutely.
And he challenges traditional gender roles.
Oh, yeah.
He sees the feminine and the masculine as complementary forces.
Essential for balance.
Right.
In the world, in ourselves.
So he's advocating for a more equal society.
Yes.
Where women are treated as equals.
In every aspect of life.
Yeah.
Not just in the bedroom.
For him, that's key to our liberation.
A collective liberation.
To create a more just and compassionate world.
Absolutely.
There's this one passage. It's go with the Spirit, guiding you through zero space. This experience is to show to you your sacred light on the inside. Don't be afraid, it's finite mind made. Here now is the deepest lesson of life, even though it appears from somewhere that no one cares to know. Go with simple truth, allow it to flow, falling crystal snow. Go with your sense, instinct, intuition, that we are all part of the same trip on different paths of cosmic boundlessness, not limited or manipulated by mind's programs, but dancing.
Oh, wow.
It's a mouthful.
It is, but it's beautiful.
It's packed with wisdom.
It's like a cosmic journey.
He's telling us to let go.
Of our fears, our limitations.
He's talking about the finite mind.
The ego mind.
Right.
That part of us that's always trying to control everything.
Versus the spirit, which is connected to something bigger.
Something beyond ourselves.
He wants us to trust our intuition.
Our gut feelings.
He's saying, the answers are already within us.
We just have to quiet the mind.
And he emphasizes interconnectedness.
We're all part of the same trip.
Yeah?
We're not alone.
We're all connected.
Everything we do affects the whole.
And he talks about surrender.
Letting go of control.
Go with simple truth, allow to flow. Falling crystal snow, he says.
Trust the process.
Beautiful imagery.
It is.
I mean, it's a radical idea.
It is.
What if happiness is about letting go?
Surrendering to something bigger than ourselves.
Jetsun makes us think outside the box.
Question everything.
Maybe there's a different way of living,
A way that's more in tune with our true nature.
with the flow of life itself.
It's a powerful idea.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. Jetsun's views on society, love, spirituality, and his unique writing style. But there's this one idea he keeps coming back to.
You mean the mind's programs?
Yeah, exactly. Those minds programs. It's like he's saying there's this hidden software running in our heads.
Shaping our thoughts and beliefs without us even realizing it.
Yeah. And it's scary to think about, right? Like, how much of our lives are actually our own choices? Or are we just puppets dancing to the tune of these programs?
And the worst part is, most of these programs are running on fear, anxiety, and self-doubt.
They keep us stuck in these patterns of behavior that don't serve us.
Exactly. And prevent us from reaching our full potential.
So how do we break free? Jetsun talks about dropping the finite mindset and embracing the flow of eternity. But that sounds a bit out there, even for me.
It does sound a bit woo-woo, right? But I think what he's getting at is a shift in consciousness.
From the limited ego mind to something more expansive?
More connected to the universe, maybe?
Okay, but how do we actually do that?
Mm-hmm.
How do we go from being a slave to our programming, to riding the waves of eternity?
Well, Jetsun points towards intuition, instinct, direct experience.
He's saying stop listening to all the noise and start trusting your gut.
Exactly. Go out and experience the world for yourself. Make your own conclusions.
But that's easier said than done. We're constantly bombarded with information and distractions.
It is a constant battle. But Jetsun doesn't offer any easy answers or quick fixes.
It's a journey of self-discovery.
Of peeling back the layers of conditioning, of learning to recognize the voice of your true self amidst all the chaos.
And that takes courage.
It does. To question everything, to challenge the status quo, to step outside our comfort zones.
That's what Jetsun is asking us to do, right?
He's calling us to be warriors of the spirit.
To fight for our own liberation.
And in doing so, contribute to the liberation of others.
Wow. That's powerful stuff. It's easy to get cynical and lose hope when you see all the craziness in the world.
It is.
But Jetsun reminds us that we have a choice.
We're not just victims of circumstance.
We have the power to shape our own reality.
To create a better future for ourselves and for generations to come.
So there you have it, our deep dive into the mind of Sonny Jetsun.
A poet, a rebel, a mystic.
A lover, a truth seeker, and a voice that challenges us to wake up and see the world with fresh eyes.
Whether you agree with him or not, his work will definitely get you thinking.
And that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
In a world that often tries to shut down critical thinking and dissent, Jetsun reminds us of the importance of questioning everything, of challenging the status quo, and of fighting for the world we want to live in.
So keep exploring, keep questioning, keep pushing your boundaries.
And maybe, just maybe, you'll discover something amazing along the way.
Until next time.
Keep the conversation going.